Hey guys, YouumuusYT here, and today we have a new series, and it's going to be called Fury Crafter. Basically, I just talk about some Fury crafting stuff similar to my 6th Eric's Gauge video and my 116 Magic Pen video. Just cool, interesting stuff that you can do on League that might still be kind of viable. That, you know, not necessarily you can take into game. Honestly, these you can take into game. It's just that I don't personally play these champions, but let's take a look at it. And it's going to be building Stoneplate on 80 carries. And you guys might be thinking, Stoneplate's only for tanks. Why would you build it on 80 carries? Hear me out here, alright? Two particular 80 carries come to mind when it comes to building Stoneplate. Let's go to marksman here. First one up is Vayne. Vayne, because true damage is not mitigated by anything. We know this because Cho'Gath can press Stoneplate, double his health, and bite someone for 2,000 damage. Vayne can build Frozen Mallet and get a good chunk of health. Frozen Mallet, Triforce maybe, get a good amount of health on her, and then pop Stoneplate and get around 6,000 to 7,000 health, and still be doing % true damage with her W, which is pretty good actually. You go top lane Bruiser top lane Bruiser Vayne, and you can kite down tanks. Really good top lane. And the other one is Kalista. So here out my reasoning on the Kalista one. Kalista, you can go in, get Frozen Mallet, Black Cleaver is pretty good on her, alright? Pop your Stoneplate, double your health, keep all your spears on them, and then once your Stoneplate runs out, you can rip out all your spears for full damage. So Stoneplate only stops the damage that you do while it's activated, not afterwards, like the actual Rend of her spears. So this way, it allows you to build lots of attack speed, get pretty tanky, slow down their tanks, alright, get Runans, spear up their whole team, go in there, tank everything, and then once it runs out, Rend, pull out for a bunch of damage. Maybe you can go Death Stance or something with that too, and see all that. But yeah, let's get in the game and I'll show you guys what I mean. Now that I think about it, I can actually add Quinn on the list too. Let me show you guys that too. Alright, let me show you guys Kalista first since we talked about her last. So here's a pretty nice example build for her. One thing that sucks about Kalista is she can't get rid of her passive in Practice Tool. So I'm always going to be missing an item, but it's okay. That's going to be where boots are anyway. And boots you usually want Berserker's Greaves. His attack speed is very good on her. But look, she has 3,400 health, right? And we are still going to do a lot of damage, right? So we stack up Fervor here. We're doing a good amount of damage. We have no % damage in our kit. So this is all just normal damage. And then we can basically pop Stoneplate. Look at this. 7,000 HP. We're doing pretty bad damage with 7,000 HP, right? But once it runs out, we can rip it out for normal damage again. And that's basically the idea behind this. You basically play Kalista, go in there, tank it all up. Let's turn on our Stoneplate again, alright? Turn on our Stoneplate again, 7,000 HP. Wait until it runs out. Once it runs out, rip them all back out for massive damage. Okay, another good tech option for Kalista is Death Stance. Right here, I have a good amount of stacks in each of them, 15 stacks in each of them. This is actually a really high for a normal game. But say we get this scenario off and we rend them all, 1,500 damage each. This healing us for 15% of that in total is a lot of damage. A more damage-focused version of the build could be using a Rage Blade here. If you go Rage Blade, you can actually stack it up really quickly. And you're still very tanky, as you can see here. Like, you still apply your double hits, alright, even though you're having 6,000 health. And then once it runs out, just rip out for lots and lots of damage. Alright, next one we have Vayne here. Here's another example kind of build I have on her, where it's kind of on hitty, but we also have lots of health for our Stoneplate. We still do lots of damage here, as you can see. Of course, these dummies are 10,000 HP, so we're going to do a little bit more damage. But the idea of it still stays, where if you have Rage Blade, you can do a lot of damage and be very tanky. Like, look at this. I press this on, I'm still doing that much true damage, you know? Like, that's still a lot of true damage to tanks. It's really crazy. And I still have 6,000 health. If people are trying to burst me, they're trying to 3-man me. Let me turn this back on. I can still turn on my 6,000 health. Keep kiting. You know how kitey Vayne is too, right? Like Vayne's already hard to kill with full damage. Imagine her with this build, which has 6,000 HP and slows you for every auto too. Like, I'm not even using ult too. Like, I don't know how to play Vayne, by the way, guys, but like, look at this. This is pretty crazy stuff, you know? And Vayne's ult makes up for not having that much AD. And she doesn't really need crit because she does true damage, you know? So good stuff on her. You can always swap out the Wit's End or the Rage Blade for Bork if you want to go more standard. Or get a PD in there if you want to 1v1 more. But you guys get the idea, right? These 80 carries do lots of good % damage. And they're very good tanky. I think these are the best tanky 80 carries in the game right now. For this build, at least. Alright guys, on the Quinn here, I think this would be a not bad build on Quinn here. You have Triforce for the burst, Deadman's for the burst too. Deadman's actually works on range champions, not a lot of you guys know this. The slow only works for melees, but the damage actually applies to range champions too. We have Stoneplate and all that, so we're pretty healthy for how much damage we can put out. So let's press R here, and of course Quinn doesn't need boots because look at this move speed. So we're fully charged up on move speed here. We're gonna go in. I'm pretty sure her combo's like this, right? I'm not sure, but we did a bunch of damage there to her. To the dummy, I mean. Pop this. Still have 5,400 health to walk out of here. Easy peasy, just like that. So yeah, those are 3 champions that I think would be perfect for this kind of build / playstyle. Also, before I finish, I gotta preface this all by saying, you know, of course this stuff isn't too crazy viable, but it's a nice idea though, you know, it's a nice fun build. It could definitely work out. It has its advantages, it has its disadvantages. It doesn't get completely outclassed by any meta build. But yeah, I'm just putting that disclaimer out there before you guys say, this is just stupid, just go full normal damage plus. Like, no, you know, everything has their advantages and disadvantages, alright? Full damage plus, of course, does more damage than this and this and that. But this build will make you more tanky, give you more survivability, you know? Gargoyle Stoneplate, this actually should be bought as a one-off item a bit more, I feel. This is actually really good for its stats and its price and all that. But yeah, enough rambling. It's Youmuus signing out. Hope you guys enjoyed this interesting type of video, alright? Leave some comments below on some other champions that can use this kind of playstyle. Not the standard ones, of course, Darius, all those we know. You know, interesting ones like Callista, Vayne, you know? People that can actually take advantage of this. And I'll see you guys there.